Morning, team. Hope everyone's having an epic day so far. So, Matt here from the PT Profit Leverage and Lifestyle Show. Forgive me if my voice sounds a little bit weird. I'm a little bit sick right now, but we're just pushing through and kicking goals, kicking goals as always. So, as promised, I'm going to give you a bit of an update on how my automation sequence is going and my bots. So, as always, nothing ever goes to plan. So, a little lesson for you guys as well. My bot's not working, but that's okay. In the middle of fixing that one up. And in terms of the automations, there was a few issues with um, Instagram and Facebook wouldn't actually allow the automations to start unless someone responded to a keyword. So the way that I had it set up was I had it set up through a lead form. When someone filled out the lead form, I tried to get the automation to start straight away, but Facebook and Instagram don't actually allow that to happen. So even though the automation was set up correctly, Facebook and Instagram blocked it. So what we've had to do now is basically set up what we call an engagement ad on Meta and basically have the first initial message on Meta itself. And then in the first message, they have to actually say the keyword to start the automation sequence. And then it actually starts. So I'll keep you guys peeled. I'll keep you guys in the loop of how it goes over this next week. But welcome to the world of paid ads. You just gotta test different things and see what works. You just never know what's gonna work and what's not gonna work. And nothing ever goes to plan, which is why it's why I have a mentor. It's why all my clients hire me to help them because nothing ever goes to plan. So let's get stuck into today's episode. So okay. We're going to talk about opportunity cost for this one. So I was actually talking to a client yesterday about this, and I think it would be a good topic to bring up in terms of the opportunity cost for not bringing on a team member or not doing a certain task or action. That could be, calling leads, for example. So I'm going to give you the example that I gave him yesterday. And for context, we're going to be talking about this in particular client of mine. He doesn't like doing sales calls, or he doesn't like calling leads. He prefers for them to just book in automatically, which is great. Hold on, let me just fix my lighting here. Here we go. Yeah, so he doesn't like doing the sales calls, which is fine. But someone needs to do it, type of thing. So we identified that we've got some automation set up, and we're actually getting only one person every 50 leads come through to book in on their own. There's a big gap there, right? So it's 49 people that aren't booking in for whatever reason. So for one, we need to work on the automations because they're obviously not working. But two, when he's calling people, he's only calling like 10 people at a time. So the speed to lead ratio is really slow, which means people aren't going to book in. So I basically ran through some numbers with him yesterday. And I'll just use some general numbers to give you guys some context. I won't use the specific numbers for this individual. But let's just say, for example, you're charging $100 a week on average for new clients, whether it be 1 or 2 sessions a week, whatever, group classes or on online coaching. Let's just say it's $100 a week for a new client. Now, right now, this particular client is only getting like 1 new client per month. And we already know the reason why. There's only 1 booking out of 50 leads. Now, in my experience, and it's proven that this is the case, if you call people at a good time, like a good time when people are free, like not during the middle of the day or anything, you should get between 30 to 40% pickup rate. So if you're calling 50 leads, you should be able to get a hold of 20 people. Now, if you're getting a hold of 20 people, you should, like keyword should, you should be able to book in 80% of those people in for a consultation of some sort. So let's just recap. So 50 leads, you get a hold of 20 people. From 20 people, 80% of them should book in, which is 16 consultations, okay, a month. At the moment, this particular person is getting one. Now, here's the opportunity cost. Even if we were to convert at 50%, which is relatively low, conservative, that's eight. Okay, let's do some better figures to be cautious. 16 people book in. Let's just say you got an 80% show up rate. So you have 13 people show up. 13 people at a 50% conversion is 6.5. So let's just say six. Six new clients for the month on the exact same amount of leads. But the difference is someone else is actually calling them. And by the way, it's all good to outsource this stuff. But you don't just want to be doing nothing with your time instead, okay? So let's just work this out for a second. So six new clients, that's an extra $600 a week on average. So what's the opportunity cost? $600 a week, and let's just say they work with you for 12 weeks. 600 a week for 12 weeks is $7,000, $7,200. And let's just say, for example, for a year, $31,000 a year you're leaving on the table by not doing sales calls or by doing calls with your leads. That's the opportunity cost right now. Now, the opportunity cost to outsource this, and there's a few different ways you can do this. You can do this by commission only. You can do it as an hourly rate, or you can do it as per sale closed. So what that means is you can pay someone like $30 an hour, $40 an hour to do calls. It might take them 1 hour a week, 2 hours a week max. So it might cost you, $400 or let's just say $200 for the month. $200 for the month. And let's just say, for example, they get those metrics that I just talked about. So six new clients, you're going to be making an extra $600 a week. So an extra $2,500 a month, and it's going to cost you $200. That's a huge, huge return on investment. But also, by allowing you to outsource this, you're going to be much more happier with being in the business. Meaning, you're probably going to serve your clients better. You're probably going to be available to take on more consultations, as an example. This is exactly why I outsource my social media side of things and also lead generation on social media. I've got two VAs that do 20 hours each on this stuff. So what that allows me to do is spend more time on sales and marketing, where those guys that are doing lead generation for me, I can focus on getting more advertising up and researching ads, and I've got more time to do sales calls. Now, I've also got a sales team as well. I've got Jace, part of my team now, that can do sales calls as well. Yeah, yes, we actually do a commission on sales, but he's got some more times available as well, which again frees me up to focus more on marketing and like selling by DM, for example. So overall, and like if you're hiring a sales team, my suggestion is just commission only. Like yes, you're obviously going to lose anywhere between 5 to 15% of the sale, but that also enables you to scale, for example, the ads. That's the opportunity cost right there. So like right now, I'm spending like $700 a week on ads. Previously, I was only spending maybe 100, 200. And we're getting like, probably on average between 5 to 10 new clients a month. I think so far we've got 4 this month. And it's got just over a week to go. So we usually get around 5, between 5 and 10. But if I didn't have someone doing my social media for me, like, as in the content creation, someone doing my lead generation for me organically, then that wouldn't allow me to be able to spend so much on ads because I'm having to call these people as well. But that's the opportunity cost for me, right? So I just want to give you context. Like, what's the opportunity cost that you're missing out on right now? Could be hiring a trainer to help you. Let's say you're doing 40 sessions a week. Let's work this one out. 40 sessions a week. Let's just say you're charging 70 a session. So you're making 2,800 a week right now. Let's just do easy figures. Let's just say you're making 2,000 a week. So you're doing 28 sessions at 70 per session. So 28 sessions. Let's say you hired a trainer to take, I don't know, 10 of those sessions to start with eventually taking 15. So let's just do long-term goal. 15 sessions. Now let's just say, and good day, doggy. Doggy just came in the shot there. Um, let's just say, for example, you're gonna charge, you're gonna pay your trainer 40 an hour. So they're gonna get, and let's just assume, I'm just gonna assume they're 30-minute sessions. So that's easy maths. So they get paid $20 per session, and you're charging 70. So basically, every session they're getting, the client is paying 70, and you're losing 20. So you're profiting $50 per session, pure profit, like passive income. So if you were doing 70 sessions, 28 sessions at 70 a week, that's basically 2K, 2K a week. If the other trainer was to do 15 sessions, you'd have to pay them $300 a week. But you're going to get back, 7, 8 hours a week of your time. So what could you be spending your time doing? Perhaps it's generating more social media content to generate more leads. Perhaps it's taking on more consultations. Obviously, this other trainer probably wants to make more than $300 a week. So maybe they want to make $500 or $800 a week. So maybe you could spend more time booking them up. And then guess what? All the extra sessions that they're doing, you're passively making an extra $50 a session. Let's do the maths on 40 sessions a week. This is what I do as a trainer when I hired trainers to work for me. 40 sessions times 70. So extra revenue, 2,800 a week. And you're going to pay them 40 sessions times 20. 800. So you're going to pay them 800 and your revenue is 2,800. So you're profiting $2,000 a week. Imagine that, an extra 100K a year for you doing nothing in terms of on tools. You would be doing the sales. You'd probably be doing some programming for the client as well. But that's the opportunity cost right there. So I just wanted to give you guys some context there is, what are you kind of missing out on right now about whether it's hiring a team or it's outsourcing with a virtual assistant, whether it's getting an appointment setter or a sales team, whatever it is. For me, like for the first 12 months of me doing my mentoring stuff, I do everything myself, which is fine, but I can only do so much stuff myself. I've only got a certain skill set. So outsource social media first. Then I outsource lead generation on social media. Now I've got Jace doing appointment setting and sales, which I still do as well. But he's helping me out with that. So I've got a lot more free time to spend on sales marketing, which is the biggest mover in the business. So hope that gives you some context. I know it was a big eye opener for me when I was deciding whether to get some team members, because obviously it costs more money, of course. But what's the opportunity with hiring that extra team member or outsourcing certain things or using AI to save you time? That's another conversation. Cool. Well, a CRM software might be $150 a month, for example. But, are these automations giving you more bookings? Are they nurturing people to eventually buy and making more money in the long run? So, again, what's the opportunity cost that you're missing out on right now? I'll leave it with you. Have an awesome day, team. I'll chat to you next week.